Now at 5, danger on the roadway. Several crashes this past weekend leading to life-threatening injuries. We'll fill you in on all the stories you may have missed. Plus, the war in Ukraine is not slowing down. Now, some U.S. delegates are taking more decisive actions to help the war-torn country. What to expect as the conflict continues.
Seasonable weather in store for our first full week of May. Staying dry on this Monday, but rain back in the forecast for tomorrow, and it could be a pretty wet Tuesday. All those details and much more coming up on Fort Wayne's NBC Today.
Live from Television Park, this is Fort Wayne's NBC News Today.
Good morning, happy Monday, happy May to you. This is your live look over downtown Fort Wayne, May 2nd as we kick off our Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for starting your work week here with us on Fort Wayne's NBC Today. I'm Jack Keenan. Your top headlines including a lot of road accidents over the weekend coming up in just a minute. But first, let's get our week off to a great start with Nikki Petras. Nikki, how was your weekend?
Pretty good, Jack. Never long enough, but at
Never.
least we saw improving weather as the weekend went on. It was a little rainy on Saturday.
Yeah, not bad.
Yesterday, a little chilly, but the good news is this week it's going to be a lot warmer compared to last. All this week we're talking 60s for high temperatures, so at least no more of those 40s or 50s that we saw for the final week of April.
Great start to May.
Yes, good news on the way. We do have some rain, I don't know, throughout the 7-day forecast for today, though. Should be all good to go, pretty dry stepping out the door. This morning we're talking temperatures mainly in the 40s and low 50s, so a warmer start to the morning right now. You can see that warmer, milder air now with all the shadings in green across parts of the Midwest into the Ohio River Valley and further south from there, warmer air along the Gulf Coast. 60s and 70s down in places like Dallas, New Orleans, and Atlanta. We'll see some of that warmer air lift in today to get us into the mid-60s for highs by the afternoon. I mentioned that chance for rain, not in the forecast today. It's overall pretty quiet on satellite and radar heading out the door early, but taking a much wider look off to our west. Lots of activity through parts of the plains, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, seeing some widespread rain coming down, heavier downpours and thunderstorms, all of that tracking our direction. So as we go into the overnight hours tonight into Tuesday, expect showers back in the forecast to lead to a pretty rainy Tuesday on the way. Today, though, however, for our Monday, seasonable and dry as the work week starts off. 40s and 50s heading out the door now. Skies are partly cloudy. We'll be partly to mostly cloudy throughout most of the day, a high of 64 degrees. Pretty close to average for this time of year. Then 50s overnight as that rain arrives and sticks throughout Tuesday. We'll talk more about that. Time it all out coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Nikki. We begin with breaking news after a barrage of crashes Sunday, starting with the crash at the intersection of West Washington Center Road and West Street. Police responded to the scene of the crash just after 7 last night. Authorities say the crash involved 3 vehicles and a motorcycle. Paramedics transported the motorcycle's driver to the hospital in life-threatening condition. The driver's passenger headed to the hospital as well in serious condition, and we're told that there were no other injuries that require medical attention. According to the drivers of the other cars, one of the cars did not slow down and rear-ended the motorcycle. The offending car then crossed into oncoming traffic where it struck an SUV as well. This is still a developing story, but we'll be sure to keep you updated.
You're watching Fort Wayne's NBC News Today with Jack Keenan and meteorologist Nikki Petras. Fort Wayne's NBC News Today, focused on the Fort.
Welcome back. Time is 5:28 on your Monday morning. Here are some of your top stories. A woman has been pronounced dead in a crash downtown. It happened near the intersection of Jefferson and Clinton Streets. Witnesses say the vehicle hit both a tree and a utility pole. The sole occupant of the car was reported to be pinned inside. The victim was transported to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. The body